Hello, magical people. How is it going out there? My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome back to the Daily Astro Show here on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Today is Wednesday, March 5th, and we're going to get into our astrology horoscope for today, going into Thursday, March 6th, Gregorian year of 2025. Hope you guys are doing all very well out there in this beginning of March. We're getting closer and closer to the eclipse influence. It is about to get really intense. I saw this funny meme that I should have, I'll bring it up in tomorrow's show because it's somewhere on my phone. I'll have to transfer it onto the computer, but just of Gordon Ramsay. It was like a meme of the chef Gordon Ramsay in a kitchen, just kind of going, oh, fuck. I've had enough of this shit. Are you serious? And in terms of, with the March astrology, it was like astrologers with all the astrology we've been going through, plus what's about to come for March. And it's just, this is so much, you guys. And I feel really guided in today's, hi, CeeLo Joe. Hi, everyone. In today's Daily Astro, well, I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, I'll get to what we're going to talk about in a moment. Let's just do some housekeeping first and foremost. So please remember, you guys, to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Sunny and I are going to be live later today for a special surprise announcement on my Meg Moonbeam channel at 6:30 p.m. So you're going to want to check that out if you feel to. Also, you guys, if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, those are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net. My availability at the moment is starting in August 2025. So if you'd like to have a reading with me this year, you can go check that out in the link below. And also, our lovely Carla at Ascension Organites has a Beyond Mystic conference sale. The entire website, Ascension Organites, is 25% off from now until March 18th. So you can go check that out at ascensionorganites.com. I feel like as I'm talking, I've been feeling this as soon as I woke up today. Some kind of energy is moving faster. Maybe it's us. We're getting closer to, the spring equinox, even though we're not quite there yet. The spring equinox, natural New Year, is on March 20th. But it's interesting because it is Sun in Pisces season. We've got so much in Pisces, but at the same time, I'm feeling this quickening energy. Let me know if anyone else out there is feeling that. I'm feeling a quickening. We're getting closer to the spring in the Northern Hemisphere. Things are going to start to move faster, but we're still in this Piscean influence. So today we do have exact aspect of Mercury in exact sextile to Pluto, which is a very positive and empowering aspect. Okay, that's our main, well, that's the only exact aspect today or tomorrow involving the, main planets and transits. So I like that we've got Mercury in sextile to Pluto, and it's at 3 degrees, which is a Mercury Gemini degree. And I like this today. It's exact today, Wednesday, and going into Thursday for, I'm hearing Spirit say, clarity and openness to new options. Okay. Part of the challenge of this Pisces season that we are in with the Sun in Pisces, Saturn, the North Node, Neptune, Mercury was in Pisces. Now it's gone into Aries. We're going to have Mercury and Venus both retrograde in from March 14th all the way until the end of March for the whole month. And they will be going back into Pisces. So Pisces is about, and I keep hearing Spirit say this, and sorry that I keep repeating myself, you guys, but I get the same messages from Spirit and I have to say it. Pisces is the end of the road. I keep hearing that. The end of the road. Okay. What loose ends need to be tied up and things not going exactly to plan. Okay. Which is challenging because we want to be moving forward. We want to be manifesting things. We want to be creating our dream life, but with so much in Pisces. Okay. And I know that I've been repeating this a lot lately, and I also need to hear this, and I need to say it out to you guys too. Deal with what is coming up. The things that are coming up that you are maybe like, oh, I don't want to deal with that issue with that family member. I don't want to deal with that relationship. Oh, I don't want to. No, I'm going to procrastinate. No, no, no. What you should be doing right now is not the total new plan, the total new manifestation, the total new putting it out there. That is Aries. And that is when we get into Aries season, the start of the new astrological year. Right now, with Pisces, with us coming into eclipse season, with Venus retrograde, with Mercury about to be retrograde, Neptune getting ready to change signs, be open to get ready, because it's happening to all of us, to have to release some things that you maybe didn't realize you needed to release. Kathy says, be patient. Yes, patience. Patience is needed right now. And there's something about today and tomorrow where I'm feeling this in particular. And I feel like with the moon in Gemini, Mercury, the disposer of the moon in sextile to Pluto, this is where it's kind of like there will be a relief for many of us today if we're open to it, of what's the shit that you actually need to be doing, what is actually in alignment at this time. Okay. Because I keep hearing spirits say lately that a lot of our plans and a lot of our visions and some of our dreams have been based off of this past age of Pisces. And you guys, I'm double fixed in my sun, moon, and rising. And remember, as I'm saying the horoscope to you guys, I'm also saying it to myself. Okay. Like me being a Scorpio with a Taurus rising, and those are two fixed signs, I can get very stuck in my ways. Fixed signs can be like tunnel vision, right? This is the way it's going to go. This is my plan. I'm not accepting any other thing. Okay. That is the South Node in Virgo right now. It's letting go of the exact details of how you thought things were going to be and surrendering to the North Node in Pisces and the Pisces season that we're in right now, of actually maybe life is even more magical and divinely planned. Not that we don't have free will, but there's magic afoot if you're open to it. And the plans are going to change. And with the sun at a Gemini degree today, 15 degrees, Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, in sextile to Pluto at a Gemini degree, and the moon in Gemini, this is a nice day and going into tomorrow of, even though there's so much in Pisces, there's a clarity. Clarity is being shared with us today. And I'm also going to say also tomorrow, because the Mercury will still be in strong sextile to Pluto and moon in Gemini. There is clarity around, I'm hearing spirits say, our plans that are in alignment, the things that are alignment for us to be focusing on, if we actually just chill out and pay attention to Pisces, the signs, the synchronicities, what is naturally going with the flow. Pisces is the cosmic waters, it's mutable water. What is naturally working out in your life right now? That is what you should be going for. Anything that feels like it's blocked, anything that feels like it's not the right time, if you're just continuing to put time into that right now, it's kind of like a waste of time. It's a big waste of time. Hermano says, let the cleansing play out. Yes. And Stain says, exactly what am I supposed to be doing? ... But don't. If you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, which a lot of us likely have confusion, right, Pisces, around what we should be doing, pause. Pause. And go into surrender. Go into pay attention to what's just naturally working, signs and synchronicities, your dream, your intuition from you, not the things that have been programmed into us of what we should be doing. right? And this is also like, maybe you won't have the full picture until we get into Aries season or we get into Taurus season. This is still a letting go, but I like today that with the Sun at Gemini degree, Mercury sextile Pluto, both at Gemini degree, Moon in Gemini, Jupiter in Gemini, it's not a heavy day in the aspects. There is actually a divine clarity that can come in for many of us if you do some journaling. Gemini is writing, speaking. Also the Pisces influence, prayer, meditation, dreams. There could be huge insights that come through for you if you just talk it out with a friend, Gemini, or you write in your journal. Writing in your journal, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing right now, but I really would like this and I would like that. And there's clarity that can come from doing the Gemini things. There can even be clarity coming from doing some of the Pisces things, even though Pisces rules confusion. There's so much Gemini influence today that it's actually helping to bring in some deeper truths. Jerry says, this is probably necessary for the next surge of power. Yes. Something so underrated isn't the right word, but I'll just use underrated, is that we don't take time in the modern society to stop and pause and rest and reflect, especially in the North American Western society at the moment. Europe is more, they have more vacation days, they have more days off, they have more like, you know, what's the saying? Work to live. Whereas in North America, the mentality is very much we live to work. This is embracing right now that sometimes you need to not have the total plan. You don't, like Digibean says, I realize I don't need to do anything. Yeah, with so much in Pisces, surrendering to maybe the plans are going to change. Maybe I didn't actually have clarity about that certain aspect. Maybe I need to pay attention to those synchronicities I keep getting, or pay attention to that opportunity that I've been blocking myself from. Right? Fire Within says, working on living in the now. So I hope am I making sense how I'm explaining this, you guys? Because I feel like it's really important, and I hope that I'm making sense in explaining this. It's funny because it's a lot of Pisces today with a lot of Gemini, which are two very different energies, but they're working together today to help us go into divine clarity and go on the right track. But it's not about forcing anything. If you are trying to force anything right now, okay, and I'm going through this in my personal life. Let me tell you guys, okay, with Jens and I moving, there's been delays happening with that, and we still have not found the, exact home yet. And I know it's going to work out, but as I'm saying this to you guys, I'm also going through this in my own life, because there's a part of me that's just like, my fixed sun, fixed rising, let's just look at every option and let's find the option and let's go do it now. Even though it's Pisces, even though Mercury's about to be retrograde, even though Venus is retrograde, like even me as an astrologer, as I'm saying this to you guys, I'm saying it to myself, because we're all living life. We all have to do things, right? So I'm seeing it with our house situation right now. It's like so many fucking delays, excuse my language. And I'm just like, what is going on? When things do not move smoothly, okay, and we don't know why. We are not being punished. We are being divinely protected and guided for the best possible option for our highest good. So I feel you guys. Sometimes there's frustrating situations like I'm going through with the new house, right? But I'm going, okay, Meg, get out of your Scorpio sun, Taurus, fixed, everything has to be a certain way. and come into the cosmic perspective of, you know what, there's actually and it's Gemini looking at the common sense too, going to the common sense. Actually, Meg, shit is like kind of crazy in Canada right now. There's probably going to be a new government soon. Maybe the House hasn't completely gone through because maybe there's going to be a cheaper one available. Maybe there's another positive option. So I like to use personal examples sometimes. I hope you guys don't mind, but just using that because I'm even seeing it in my own life of, okay, I don't know exactly why this isn't working out. Why has this been taking so long? But I know that we are all being divinely supported at all times. Right? Sassy Cindy says, protected and directed. Yes. Jerry, spirit telling us to go and flow. So this can also be a good day going into tomorrow of, I invite you guys to, journaling would be a great thing to do today with all the Gemini, or speaking out loud to a friend, and there's clarity that can come through with that. Being honest with yourselves, you guys, around, there might be, and maybe it's even what comes up today for some of us is the realization of, wow, I've been trying to force that certain part of my life when it's obviously just not working yet. And maybe I just need to chill the F out on that. Right? Because sometimes we're, especially in, and I know our European friends are different, but in Western North America, we're very go, go, go. Now there's this, now there's that, la, 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 bought the t-shirt, doing this. When sometimes we just need to stop and like get the journal out or have a conversation with a friend, or just stop and not even necessarily have to do anything and just go, okay, in this certain part of the, our life, we're like a mouse in a mouse. What are those things called? When the mice are in the thing going round and round, right? What area of life, spirits wanting me to ask you guys, today's a good day to be honest with yourself about, is there an area of life? And for some of you, maybe there isn't, but for most of us, there probably is. Okay. Because the astrology, like, it's affecting all of us. For most of us, there probably is an area where spirit showing me a mouse in that mouse racer. Is that what it's called, Stain? Oh, mouse wheel. I don't know what it's called. Hamster wheel. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, the hamster wheel. What area of life are we, the hamster in the hamster wheel, just like running, I'm going to keep going, even though this is not working, even though I don't know what's going on. Okay. Is there an area of life where that is happening? Where you're just going, but it's not actually working out. Or you're not being honest with yourself about a certain common sense truth about that, Gemini, or higher truth about that, Pisces. Is it in alignment with your soul's path? Pisces, is it in alignment with the soul? Is it your personal self-care? Is it love life? Is it with a friendship? Is there something with a family member that we're running away from on the hamster wheel when actually we need to pay attention to that? Is it work related? Just putting it out there, you guys. It feels like, I love what Sharon is saying. We have to learn to stop and listen to our heart. Yes. And Maydena, yes. Running in circles and not getting anywhere today and going into tomorrow. And of course, there's life. Of course, we need to work to get money. That's the system right now. We need to take a shower. We need to cook our food. We need to buy the gas. Okay. Yes, there's all those things that we need to do. But don't let yourselves, like Medina is saying, run in circles and not get anywhere. You will, if you are doing that right now, you are actually going to get so tired with all this Pisces. So burnt out with all this Pisces that it is better to just fucking chill out and stop. Stop what you are doing. Spirit is saying, if there's an area of your life where you're on the hamster wheel and it's not working out, but you're putting all this energy to stop. Seth says manifestation equals 80% mindset, 20% doing the work. Interesting. And I think the mindset needs to be really like on the soul, and because the soul's Pisces and the common sense level Gemini, you know that whatever you're trying to manifest actually makes sense and is in alignment. Today is about, okay, that's what it was. I just got it. Today is about balancing the spiritual mindset, the higher wisdom, Pisces, with the Gemini common sense. It has to be both. Okay, so sometimes I use the example of, sometimes I hear people say, this guy is my soulmate, but he's like addicted to drugs and he also hits me sometimes. It's like really toxic, but he's my twin flame and we were in the Pleiades together and I love him so much. And you know what? I actually never met him in person and we've just been talking online for like 10 years. Okay. If there's, I'm using a really exaggerated, silly example, but just saying for that as a silly example. Okay. If there's something like that where you may be feeling on these spiritual supposed levels that like someone's your twin flame, for example, but it makes no common sense. It has to be both. It has to be both right now. Spirit saying it has to be what you're feeling and the sensitivity. And I had a dream that we were in the Pleiades and we were twin flames and we had 10 kids and we saved the whole universe and we built a spaceship and then we went into the future. Like sometimes I hear shit like this, you guys, okay? And when I hear stuff like this, I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but just like me being, yes, I'm a Scorpio, so I can handle the weird and nothing really surprises me. But with my moon in Capricorn, Taurus rising, when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, okay, I bring it down to the earth. I bring it down to the, okay, so, okay, you're feeling all of that and that is valid. Your feelings are valid. No feelings are not valid, even if they may be delusional. Okay. But does that make any common sense whatsoever? Does it make common sense? No, it doesn't make common sense if someone's abusing you. It doesn't make common sense if you're not physically with the person. It doesn't make common sense if you're not even talking to the person in real life, right? I'm just using a silly example, you guys, but just showing it has to be the spiritual and the common sense physical realm in any aspect of life right now. Okay, so like another silly example with me, Jens and I trying to find a house, right? The area that we're looking at has a lot of kind of sacred energies where we're looking at in Ontario. Okay, that's the spiritual level. We love how it feels. It feels good. But if there's not a Gemini house that makes the common sense to fit that, then it's not going to work. Maybe we need to look elsewhere, right? So, yeah, little bit of a different daily astro today because I've just kind of like channeled today's whole video. I just feel really strongly, well, I'm always channeling, but I just feel really strongly like Spirit's wanting us to remain grounded, be in our common sense, which is challenging, but then also be in the spiritual. And we're learning how to navigate the two. And this is big because we've got eclipses coming. So once you take a sacred pause before we have eclipses coming, and there is clarity coming in today, then bam, we can work with the eclipses We can work with the retrogrades. We can work with it all happening, really work with it, everything happening in a very empowered way. Okay? Woo! What else did I want to share with you guys? Yeah, and also I just want to bring up, I'm sure many of you guys saw President Trump's speech last night, going in another direction here for a moment, you guys. And from the moment that that started, I was struck. I guess maybe I shouldn't be that surprised, but I was struck by how divided the two sides of the House were, or the two sides of the Congress were, rather. And I don't mean to disrespect anyone, but from my perspective, it seemed like one side was completely delusional and out to lunch and looked like zombies. And then the other side, not that I agree with everything on the Republican side, but then the other side was actually like alive and clapping and being respectful for the president and honoring the veterans and freedom of speech and freedom. And it was just like, what a trip. If you guys haven't seen that yet, what a trip that speech, just watching the whole thing, not even just President Trump's speech, but watching what was going on in the room. It was very Neptune and Pisces. It was very like trippy. Again, I don't mean to disrespect anyone, but just from my perspective, like half the side was just delusional, like, what the F? Hermano says represents the division. Yeah, and it's weird that with all this Pisces, it's like the Democrats think the Republicans are brainwashed. The Republicans think the Democrats are brainwashed. It's like brainwashing is Pisces. And we're in Neptune and Pisces, and we're in so much in Pisces. So I'm looking forward. I know if you guys have followed me before, I'm looking forward to Neptune moving into Aries at the end of the month, us getting out of this intense Pisces, but let's embrace the Pisces while it's here. Let's work with it while it's here. It's what is in alignment. So just want to share with you guys a short little clip of President Trump from the speech last night. Let's take a listen.
Again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
Like, what the fuck are those signs? Weird.
Like, what the heck is that? Okay, I can't even handle that right now because I'm feeling I'm feeling the Pisces sensitivity, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are. I can't even handle looking at that side for another moment. That's too weird. That's getting too weird for me. Oh my goodness, they didn't even stand up for, let's get rid of the picture. Oh my God. They couldn't even stand up for the boy who was dying from cancer. They couldn't even stand up for the families that lost their children to illegal immigrants that killed them. They couldn't stand up for we'll just hold those people in love and positivity and I wish everyone who is under the woke mind virus, because that is what it is, my prayer for all of them is to, as effortlessly as possible, unravel out of that Neptune and Pisces brainwashing, to come back into their hearts, to come back into their common sense, just as effortlessly and lovingly as possible. That's my prayer for the day. Oh, okay. Before I finish up today's show, you guys, want to mention I'm really, really excited that on this upcoming Sunday, March 9th at 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be hosting this March 2025 Eclipse Season Workshop on the Beyond Mystic Academy. Link is in the description box below. And if you've never taken part in any of my Eclipse Season workshops, these tend to go around 3 to 5 hours. They're long form. I go deep into talking about what these eclipses mean for the collective during the eclipse season, what their effect is going to be for the whole next year ahead. I also do predictions for each of the 12 signs based on these eclipses, what that means for your sun, moon, and rising for the whole year ahead. And really excited about this one because it is a very important eclipse season for sure. So, and you don't have to have any astrology experience. If you'd like to join in, the link is below at beyondmystic.academy. And we currently have a discount code, Eclipse10, to sign up. Also, you guys, today on the Beyond Mystic channel, we've got Yenzi's Expanding Consciousness at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Rumble and X channels. And JC and Janine will be live for the IAP Beyond the News Insider Access Pass. Stay tuned for, I'm going to be Scorpio secretive until 6:30 p.m. Sunny and I are going to go live on my MEG Moonbeam channels for a very special Astro surprise announcement. That is all I will say about that. So stay tuned for that. And I love you guys all very, very much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the MEG Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic channels. I will see you later today on my channel for a special show on something. And I'll see you on Friday for our weekend edition of the Daily Astro Show. Love you all so, so much. Mwah! Have a magical day. Bye, everybody. Stay grounded out there.